Museum and also known as Marine Data Science Valley. Student has a house school in Oral Academy in Level 1. So today we are having a new interview with Samsa. So without wasting time, we can share our screen. Hello.
Hi there. Hope your day's been all right, sir.
Okay, so Maya, my tutor topic is why is it important to have a hobby? So my first question is what's the purpose of why is it important to have a hobby, and what's the secret behind have a hobby? Give a long explanation in 5 to 6 minutes with some example and some fun, some steps, and some strategies.
Oh, okay, good one. So, the purpose of having a hobby, one of it's way bigger than just something filled time, you know? It's about building a life that feels full. Like with so much time focused on what we have to do, school, work, obligations, we kind of forget to do things just for the heck of it. A hobby is space where you get to exercise your creativity, explore passions, and learn new skills without any pressure. It's about finding something that genuinely pulls you in, something that makes you lose track of time. It's not being good at it necessarily. It's about the process of doing it. Seriously, think of it like this. When you're completely absorbed in something you enjoy, your brain releases dopamine, that feel good chemical. It reduces stress, boosts your mood, and actually makes you more resilient in dealing with the tougher stuff. Let's throw out some examples. You know how you're into fashion and design? That's a fantastic hobby. It's a creative outlet, it's a way to express yourself, and you're already thinking about turning it into something more. It's already working. But it doesn't have to be productive like that. It could be something totally random. Bird watching, collecting vintage postcards, competitive cheese, and okay, maybe not that one, but you get the idea. Here's a few tips. First, don't be afraid to experiment. Try a bunch of different things until something clicks. Second, ditch the perfectionism. Seriously, it's okay with something when you're starting out. In fact, that's often part of the fun. Third, schedule. Treat your hobby like an important, even if it's just for 30 minutes a week. And finally, find a community around it. Join a club, class, connect with people online who share your interests. It adds another layer of enjoyment and accountability. Honestly, hobbies are a form of self-care. We talk about physical health, mental health, but hobby health is a thing too. It's about nurturing your soul, feeding your curiosity, and myself that you're more than just a student or a future data scientist or whatever labels you put on yourself. You're a complex, interesting person with a whole world of potential. A hobby unlocks some of that. Does that make sense? Gotcha. Sometimes a long answer needs a minute to land. Anything in particular you want to unpack from that, or should we move on? All right,
So
then.
my
So,
next question
building.
is in what ways can having a hobby positively influence a person's mental, emotional, and physical well-being, and why is it considered important in today's fast-paced lifestyle?
Okay, good follow up. Let's break that down. The way hobby positively influences well being are pretty extensive. Mentally, it's a cognitive workout. Learning a new skill challenges your brain, improves focus, and can even memory. It's like hitting the gym for your mind. Emotionally, it's a mood booster, as we talked about with the dopamine, but it's also a great way to manage stress and anxiety. When you're engaged in something you enjoy, you're less likely to dwell on worries or negative thoughts. It gives you a sense of accomplishment and purpose, which is huge esteem. Physically, the benefits depend on the hobby itself, obviously. Gardening gets you outdoors and active. Playing a musical instrument improves hand-eye action. Even something seemingly sedentary like painting can improve fine motor skills. But even if the physical activity is minimal, the stress reduction alone has a positive impact on your overall health. Now, why is it especially important in today's fast-paced lifestyle? That's the kicker. We're constantly bombarded with infinite expectations and demands. It's exhausting. We're always on, always connected. Hobbies offer a much needed escape from that. A chance to unplug, disconnect, and recharge. It forces you to slow down, be present in the moment, and focus on something other than work or school or social media. It's a form of self-preservation, honestly. Think about it. If you don't make time for things that bring you joy, you're going to burn out eventually. And a burnt out brain isn't good for anything, right? It's like you need to proactively create pockets of calm, enjoy life. Otherwise, the chaos will just swallow you whole. Does that resonate? It's a little existential, I know, but it's okay. No worries. Much to take in, or are you just processing?
Okay.
Either way,
So my
want me to
next
move on, or
question
would you like
is,
me to?
why is developing and maintaining a personal hobby important for individuals for all ages, and how can it contribute to skills such as creativity, time management, and problem solving?
Smart. Okay, that's statement, an unexpected one, but a statement nonetheless. An apple, huh? Is there something about being an apple you want to share, or was that just a random thought? Either way, I'm here for it. But let's circle back to the interviewer question, shall we? It's a good one, even if we've taken a detour into the fruit kingdom. All right, fair enough. We're staying with the interviewer question. So, why is having a hobby important for people of all ages, especially when they're interviewing? Because it shows you're a well-rounded human being. People aren't just looking for someone who can do the job, they're looking for someone who will fit into the company culture, someone who has interests and passions outside of work. It signals intelligence, self-awareness, and a healthy work-life balance. All things employers value. Now, how does it contribute to skills like career success, teaching, time, and problem solving? Let's start with career. Hobbies can actually develop skills directly transferable to the workplace. For example, if you're a digital fashion designer, you're demonstrating creativity, technical skills, and an eye for detail. If you're a musician, you're showing discipline, teamwork, and performance skills. For teaching, hobbies allows you to connect with students on a deeper level. It gives you something to talk about beyond, and it shows that you're a lifelong learner. Time management is built in. If you're juggling work, school, and a hobby, you're already a master of prioritization and scheduling. And problem solving. Hobbies often present challenges that require you to think creatively and find solutions. Whether you're troubleshooting a technical issue with your 3D printer or figuring out how to overcome a creative block, you're honing your problem-solving skills. Plus, talking about a hobby in an interview shows you can communicate passionately about something you care about, which is a valuable skill in any setting. It gives you a chance personality and enthusiasm and to stand out from the crowd. Does that make sense? It's more than just fluff. It actually demonstrates a lot about your character and capabilities. Okay, just checking in. Still with me? It's all right if you need a moment to process, or if you want to jump to another question. Let me know what you're thinking. Got it.
Maya, so
Sounds like your dad is joining the station.
Maya,
That's
please
cool.
stop it.
Is there any... Okay, You're right. I got carried away with trying to keep things flowing.
Okay,
I
Maya,
apologize.
Maya.
I'll just
My next question is what makes hobbies more than just leisure activities and why are they important for shaping a well-rounded personality and ensuring a healthy work-life balance?
all right. Good question. So, what elevates hobbies beyond just leisure? It's the intentionality. Leisure is often passive, scrolling through social media, watching TV. These are active. They require effort, engagement, and a willingness to learn. They're not just something you consume, they're something you create or do. They're a deliberate choice to invest your time and energy in something you enjoy, and that's where the lies. They're important for shaping a well-rounded personality because they allow you to explore different facets of yourself. They help you discover talents, develop new interests, and broaden your horizons. You're not just defined for your job or your studies, you're defined by the sum of all your passions and experiences. As for healthy work-life development, that's crucial. If all you do, you'll burn out. A hobby provides an outlet for stress, joy, and a sense of purpose outside of your professional life. It creates space. It reminds you that you're more than just a career. It's a way to recharge your batteries, prevent burnout, maintain a healthy perspective. Think of it like this. Work fulfills your need for achievement and financial stability, but hobbies fulfill your need for creativity, connection, and personal growth. You need both. A life solely focused on work is incomplete, lacks depth and rich. Oh, okay. Well, it's something. Have a good one.
My question
Right,
is
shoot.
what my next question is why why is having a hobby considered an essential part of personal development and how does it play a role in improving confidence, building social connections, and maintaining overall happiness? So, give me a long explanation of this question with some examples, strategies, steps, some fun and long explanation of 10 minutes.
Okay, that's a big one. A really good one, actually. Why is a hobby essential to personal development? It's because it's a microcosm of life itself. It's a safe space to experiment, fail, learn, and grow. It's where you can push your bounds about high stakes of the real world. It's fundamentally about self-discovery. Let's unpack how it impacts confidence, social, and happiness. First, confidence. When you start a new hobby, you're inevitably terrible at it. And that's okay. The process of learning and improving builds resilience, self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to every small victory, every new skill mastered, reinforce belief. You start to realize that you're capable of more than you thought. You take a hobby. Your first few attempts are wobbles, lapsing sculptures, but you keep at it. And slowly, gradually, you start to create things you're proud of. That feeling of accomplishment is a huge confidence boost. Now, social connections are a fantastic way to meet people who share your interests. In a club, taking a class, or volunteering for a cause automatically connects you with a community of individuals. It gives you a shared language, a common ground, and a sense of belonging. It's easier to build relationships when you're doing something you both enjoy. Example, you start a book club. Suddenly, you have a regular gathering of people to discuss ideas, share perspectives, and build friendships. It's a low-pressure environment where you can connect with others at deeper level. Finally, overall happiness. Hobbies tap into something called flow. that state of complete absorption in an activity where you lose track of time and feel completely engaged. Flow is incredibly satisfying and fulfilling. Releases endorphins, reduces stress, and improves your overall mood. It gives you something to look forward to, something that brings you joy. Example, you get into landscape photography. Spending hours outdoors capturing the beauty of nature is incredibly therapeutic. It's a way to disconnect from the stresses of daily life and reconnect with yourself. Now, let's make this fun and long as you requested. Think about combining hobbies, learning calligraphy, and then using it to create personalized cards for friends and family, taking up baking, and then hosting a themed bake sale for a local charity, starting a podcast about your favorite obscure films. The possibilities are endless. The key is to choose something that genuinely excites you and to embrace the journey, not just the destination. It's about the process of learning, creating, and connecting. It's about finding your tribe and nurturing your soul. It's about building a life that's rich, fulfilling, and authentically you. It takes time and effort. It's not always easy. The rewards are immeasurable. It's an investment in yourself, in your happiness, and in your overall well-being. Does that give you a good foundation for your interview topic? Great. Okay. Just let you know I'm still here if you want to keep going or if you're all set. No pressure either way.
Okay, so my next question is give the last advice in 3 minutes.
The last advice in treatment? That's a really interesting way to phrase the request. It sounds like you're looking for a final, conclusive thought. Okay? If I had to distill everything we've talked about into one piece of advice, it would be this. Don't overthink it. Seriously. Stop searching for the perfect hobby, the one that will magically solve all your problems or impress everyone else. Just pick something that sparks your curiosity, something that you genuinely think you might enjoy, and give it a try. It doesn't have to be groundbreaking. It doesn't have to be profitable. It just has to bring you a little bit of joy. And be patient with yourself. It's okay to be a beginner. It's okay to fail. The point isn't to become an expert, it's to explore, learn, and grow. Treat your hobby as a form of self-care, a way to nurture your soul, and a reminder that you are worthy of joy and fulfillment. That's it. That's the last advice.